Yamamoto because like fuck the Dodgers, am I right?
And
like,
they're playing Ohtani like $2 million a year.
It's insane.
They're
That
like 9 years
so
and then like $690 million.
And it's legal within the collective bargaining agreement, which is even wilder. He's like Bobby Bonilla on steroids in terms of contract.
Hey everybody, welcome to Long Lost Lore Sports Talk.
And
it's just the boys tonight, so we're all here to chat with you about sports and all your favorite sports things.
The problem with Shohei being with the Dodgers is Shohei is just like, if you were to build the perfect baseball player in a lab, it would be Shohei. He's such a beautiful, good boy who is so good at baseball. Like a couple years ago, I went down to see him play. He fucking pitched 7 innings of 1-run ball and cranked a 420-foot home run. It was sick. It was amazing.
Had him and Mike Trout, two
and
generational talents.
Yeah, yeah.
Was like 500 one time.
It's like incredible how bad the Angels have been.
If you want to hear terms like generational talent, you've come to the right stream.
Oh, we're talking about wins above replacement now.
Gallinari and Saber would like you to know the Browns are wrecking the Jets right now.
I don't have any players in either of those games in that game, so it's fine.
Guys, this is a
Joe
fantasy
Flacco,
football
elite
chat.
QB.
We were talking about fantasy football, and I'm in a championship matchup this week, and I
very cool.
don't have any players playing until Saturday. So,
Man. Yes, Sophia, the nerds are talking about sports. Welcome everyone to Lost Lore Academia.
Philip, is there a dial-in number people can call in?
I mean, there's a dial-in number called our Twitch chat.
No. It's gotta be. We need actual phone lines. Let's light them up.
I need someone to say call in and say long time, first time.
You want to hear somebody say,
We'll wait.
Hey, it's Ted from Philadelphia. I just want to say you guys are both wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, suck it, Ted.
Wait. So how's Flacco doing right now? I mean, it looks like I'm checking the score. It's 34-17 and going into the fourth quarter. So seems like Flacco is doing quite well, actually. See, I love that he's having a resurgence.
This is interesting because I know many of the... So I have not watched football in about, I want to say maybe 6 years.
300 yards, 3 touchdowns.
I used to watch it crazy. So, Flacco is a name I really know. But I bet... Does Flacco play for Baltimore?
They signed... No. Cleveland signed him mid-season.
From Baltimore, or was he somewhere else in the middle?
Yeah,
he was a free agent.
Hanging out.
Wow.
He was unsigned, yeah.
Wow.
Well, because he was been with the Jets before, right?
Which is basically like being unsigned.
Yes, it is.
Who does Wayne Gretzky play for now?
The Bears.
That sounds like a bad idea. That poor man's gonna get run over. Well, welcome everyone to Lost Lore Academia.
Yes, now, Joe Flacco, over the last from 2020 to 2022, he played in a total of 12 games with the Jets.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Jets were Broadway Joe. I know that. Broadway Joe Namath.
Yeah.
And by Jets, you mean like Jets from, Jets and the Sharks?
Yeah, West Side Story, yeah.
See, that's the problem. I was referring to the Jets of Benny.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Do you think that when the Winnipeg Jets and the San Jose Sharks play each other, they call it the West Side Story game?
No, but they should.
The marketing... Is that musical in public domain yet?
No, sadly it's not. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But let's do the offbeat version.
I really... well, everyone... So, as you can tell, we are down some players tonight, it looks like. We may have someone joining, but they might only be joining for a brief period of time. So, we shall see... what happens, but it might just be these guys. I have to say...
Fucking fellas.
I am a little tempted... see... How do I phrase this without offending the only people who showed up tonight? Who should be rewarded for their arrival.
Hey, we can take it. We're guys.
There's a danger that if I let these two do what they want, that the park is leveled and a casino is built in its place.
That is a possibility.
So
you'll have to gamble on it.
And I feel a little. Shall we roll for it? I would feel a little bad about the situation like that. So I think we may do like a hybrid game and also sports chat. And I'm sure there'll be some more Snapchat later on. Yes, Dan.
Here's all I'm gonna say, and this is directed to not Kevin but to DJ3.
Oh, I love that. I love
this.
If
Dr. Mark Stone happens to go to the bathroom for a little bit and comes back and Maisie is summoned.
See,
understood.
There is. I'm actually going to level here right now because Dan has kind of caught wind of a thing and we haven't really talked about it, and I'm going to just mention this. So what I was so excited about in my evil way is that Dan has said that if we don't summon Maisie, he's leaving the channel. And of course, I don't want Dan to leave the channel. I want Dan to play for a long time. But there is a part of me that wants to twist a certain kind of needle or knife. And so what I did is. And it's also stuff that was already going to happen, but I kind of just tried to maneuver it in such a way that Armament, Dr. Mark Stone, arguably Dan's most upstanding and noble character, has now witnessed what can happen when a malevolent deific character is summoned here, because they will have read the issue. They will have read the Top Flight Holiday issue. They have it. So therefore you do know. And what my dream, the dream in the wish that my heart makes is for Dan, who once...
A dream is a wish your heart makes.
Exactly. My whole dream is for Dan, who wants Maisie more than anything, has been working on her for over a year, to have to be true to his character and say, we absolutely cannot summon her. And that is the meanness that exists in me. Now, I've discussed this with various people at various times, and some people, there's not actual odds on it, But two people have said, "Oh, he'll just do it anyway," and I just thought that was really funny. So I'm excited to see what happens. That being said, I have a concern about us summoning Maisie without more players here. But on the other hand, you know, we have these games so infrequently that maybe we'll have to. I also, speaking of Maisie, I'm going to show this off in a little more detail tomorrow, but Sophia has sent something for it's kind of an end of year thing. This is just going to be a quick preview, okay, of something that you will.
Philip, don't flash us. That's not. We can't community on Twitch anymore.
We're gonna examine it in more detail tomorrow, but I just want everyone to see that this has been sent. Look at that. Look at that. That's Maisie.
Piercing into my soul.
That's Maisie to live here on somewhere on the wall or on a stand behind somewhere. Yeah, isn't that crazy, guys? And if you want to, go ahead and throw up the Maisie emote, because that's I mean it's just this, but like, look at her eyes. Yeah, we're gonna
Hey, what a doll!
So anyway, Maisie is on everyone's mind, and you guys will not believe I have the Maisie Lego ready if it's time for you guys to see the Maisie Lego. So, in any event, I don't know. I think maybe we'll play a little bit, but I kind of there may be. Go ahead.
I accept if we hold off on summoning Maisie until more people are here.
I also suppose that you two could attempt the challenge. Of course, it'll be harder because it's only the two of you, like it was last time. But if you guys want to go for the mythic,
but my
we
vitality
can drink
is
beer
off the chart right now.
You can go to the super, because you'll need both endurance and taste. And so if you have a beer drinking build, then we're ready to go.
I mean, the build I brought in last time is perfect for drinking beer.
Perfect. So maybe it will make sense for you guys to do the mythic level. But before we do
with
that,
82 power, I can do any build.
we also that's kind of the case. So before we do any of that, we might want to do one of these. Now, we're going to be opening box 22 tonight, and actually, Dan, I'm going to leave this to you since you might not be here tomorrow, right?
It's a possibility.
Is it unclear? Sorry to say that on stream.
It's unclear. Yeah, that's fine. It's unclear, like my dehydrated urine.
It took me a moment, but I've caught up with you and I understand. So should we do 2 boxes? Because I would like to finish this up tomorrow, because then we have a couple of nights off for the stuff, and I just want to start in the new year fresh. So should we do 2 boxes tonight or 2 boxes tomorrow?
Let's roll for it.
I love it. Kevin, please roll a die. Tell me if we're gonna do this simple. If you roll higher, if you roll like the top half of what kind of die are you rolling?
I haven't rolled a 20 in a while.
Okay,
let's do that.
11 or higher. If you roll an 11 or higher, we're opening 2 right now. Otherwise, we'll open 2.
I rolled a 13. What? What's better number?
Do it, Philip, in honor of the Maisie Stitch.
We're opening 2 tonight.
Increase the clock. Roll that clock.
Oh my god.
I mean, I think if we, now we have to summon.
I guess I'll advance the clock. Just don't tell. Actually, what's funny about that is I'm gonna advance this clock here. And, I hope it doesn't pop up. Oh shoot! You guys just saw something you weren't supposed to see. Actually, this one's not that bad. This is just the list of like who's alive at what times. That's not the craziest spreadsheet for you guys to have seen. But I'm going to go to the clock, the natural 13s, and I'm going to put 1 Kevin LLA. There we go. Kevin, you are officially on the Blood from Stone board as having done that. The thing you guys saw, that was just the list of character status, who was present at each game, who's alive, who's dead, that kind of stuff. So yeah. Well, we're going to open 2, but we have advanced the clock. Thank you, Kevin, for doing that.
Happy to help.
Oh, but before I open this, oh my god, what kind of monster am I? My friends and neighbors, we have completed the hammers. We have completed the spiders. The only remaining from the gemstone that has not been called is the D10. We have one fishbone D6. But beyond that, there are going to be specialty dice that we just don't know about. I also will mention that I've been doing off stream. I should show these to you at some point. I've been doing a Christmas Carol advent calendar off stream, and that one did a crazy thing of the last 3 boxes were an entire 7 die set that all said Bah Humbug, but it's fun because the Bah Humbug is printed on the 1, not the 20,
Oh, that's cool.
Like those things. So it makes the D4, I'm just going to grab it. Hold on.
So Kevin, were you in a fantasy football league this year?
I don't like to talk about it.
Okay, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, it's okay. Things happened.
Yeah. So it makes rather than on the 6, the Bah Humbug is on, or it just says Humbug, rather.
Oh, that's very fun.
But what is also fun is that this is the only D4 they have like this where Humbug is all around the 1. So that's if you only roll a 1 on the D4, and then this side is 2, 3, 4 rather than 1, 2, 3. Crazy stuff. So that was one of that set's extra dice. The other one was a D2. They often include coins. So this is an Ebenezer Scrooge tombstone D2. On one side says his name, rest in peace. On the other side is a quote about how it's gonna be almost impossible to read. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. There you go. So, the point is there is only one die from our sets left. The D10 for the crystals. Beyond that, it's going to be very hard to guess. But if you're Dan, even if you're close, if you have the right size die and what you say is basically like close, you'll count it and you'll be the hero of all time. And people will really assume that you purchased one ahead of time.
Well, minecart D6.
Minecart D6.
Bats.
You're going to say something with bats, you're saying something
or
with
bird bats.
Birds, bats, whatever, however
Same
Treason
thing.
would say it. Okay.
Yes.
Then here is box 22. Is it a minecart D6? Is it what size die?
6.
A D6 of bats, a D6 of mines. Instead, what is inside, guys? It was your last.
Shit.
Okay, that's on me. I said it was a D10 we were missing. I looked wrong, and it was a D8.
Okay.
But neither of
That
you
changes
guessed it.
everything.
Oh yeah, I would have gone D8 if it were D8. Yeah.
I would have counted you right had you said the D10. It was a D8. First roll on that is a 1. Humbug indeed.
Humbug.
All right, we move on to the D23. So now it has to be a weird off-brand thing.
Stalactite D4.
Stalactite D4. Oh my god, you're going to be so mad if it's a minecart D6.
Keeping my bats.
Sticking with bats. Bat D6, minecart D4.
Stalactite D4.
Stalactite. Oh, sorry. I have no idea what this will be.
Empty.
Ooh.
Oh, is it a 4?
It is. Oh! Sad to say. We did not guess it right, but it is cool. It is a torch D4.
Okay. All right.
A standard torch D4. With
I got the size right at least.
Did he get the 4?
You did get the D4. It's impressive. First roll was
I'm gonna put myself at 5.5.
I think you can do that if you want to. You can think that.
Hey, that half goes a long way. Trust me.
Guys, that was a. Well, never mind. We don't tell jokes like that on this channel.
Because we don't tell jokes.
Because we don't tell jokes. We're here to play very serious games, and please join us a week from Monday for the continuation of Theme Party, our most seriousest game we have. That was the game where one character called Millie's character Good Girl, and Millie was like, "Don't say that." I was like, "Okay." Well, okay. I'm stalling a little because I think we are gonna have somebody hopping on in moments, and then they don't have to leave. So hooray for that. I guess that I will.
I have just been texting Callie every gambling emote that I can.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. What have you? So you've sent dice,
slot machine,
there's
dice,
a slot machine emote. That's perfect.
Like isn't it like a
or
like a
not an
dollar bag?
emote, like a GIF.
Oh, perfect. Okay, perfect. Yes, I was about to say you should upgrade to GIFs. Slot machines. Oh, can you do a publisher's clearinghouse? Somebody getting a check outside their house like I'm a big
roulette.
Hold on, we're looking at giant check. Hold on. Yep, here we go. Giant check has been sent.
Giant check. I like it. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Howdy. We're live already, so don't say anything like horrifying unless you want to. In which case,
Dun, dun,
Yeah, don't say all the normal, obscene, disgusting stuff.
yeah,
you would say
don't say your usual rants about fluoride
Right.
and everything.
I'm about to like come out with the most ridiculous views you've ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's always a thing. But welcome. You're being lauded in chat of everyone is excited to see you. But yes, as you can tell, we are a little we're down a couple players tonight.
Oh no.
And until you arrived, it was nothing but sports talk with the boys.
Just the
No,
guy.
it was not.
The sad thing is, for a minute there it was. For a minute there was a lot of discussion of like fantasy teams and baseball trades.
DJ and the Stone.
DJ
97.5 FM. Sports talk radio.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a radio personality being named DJ. That's so stupid. Welcome to DJ and the Stone, coming at you for sports talk. Well, so as we sort of get settled in here, we literally did just finish up doing nonsense like opening dice and just chatting. So I am going to give a slightly longer recap of what has happened in the last few weeks, just so you're aware, since I know it's been a minute since you've been able to join. So basically, previously on,
we are building a casino.
that's basically the idea. So
Which I saw from last week. I did catch some of last week a little bit, but I do want the full.
Understood.
Full recap, your full version.
Understood. So basically, over the sort of Christmas break, or over the not Christmas. Oh my God, that's what we're just having now. Over the summer break, it's been a minute. Over our summer break, Connor went to Scotland, but did not come back. In Scotland, as I think we said that Nova had heard this in some of our pre sort of in our prep games for it. He did not return because he swapped places with one of the superheroes from the very comics that you guys have been reading. Upon doing so, that character has now come back. The Professor Davies is now very timid and worried because, apparently one student died, another is missing. It's all very dangerous. He's hired a new TA, Harley May. You were there for her creation, but you've never seen her in action. She's the one who you said, let's give us a hot one. And then we rolled. We came up with Harley May. She's been
yes.
sort of...
All I wanted was a hot TA to flirt with. It's fine.
There you go. Well, instead, what you've missed. So I will tell you that, Nova, if you want to flirt with Harley May, easy for you to do, but no one has flirted with Harley. Instead, Aaron's character, Frankie, hates Harley and wishes her ill because basically Frankie feels that she should have been the TA for this group, not this interloper. Because that's Frankie's vibe. So the characters, the students rather, began to summon a few other characters once they got back. They also have sort of attempted some stuff, but the weird part is that this armament guy, he can also bring characters into his mind and go on the adventures kind of like you guys at school. So basically, Armament seems to have this ability that that Connor Draper had, and in fact, I think he sort of thinks it's some kind of like latent, like magical ability that you guys possess. That's why you can do it and others can't. In other worlds, you guys, in worlds that had more magic, you would all be like spellcasters if you wanted to be. That's sort of the vibe. In any case, they began to summon so many characters. They summoned 1 trillion of our Mistwalkers. They summoned a bunch of musicians who play Corella music from the Star Tales games. They summoned more of those Dreadlords. They also, however, had a shocking revelation that Connor is now in the Top Flight comic books that appear on the shelves. Connor is now a superhero named Archetype who can summon the power of characters. So you guys have been reading about this, and based on his vibe there, based on how, like, rude Connor's being to everyone in the comic book, Frankie and Callie are like, oh, nope, this is him. This is a documentary. This is absolutely him, 100%. So they can sort of observe him. Now, Nova. While this has been going on, Nova has been staying away because the ghosts have told her not to go to this class for a while. And that has been happening for a beat. Let's see, who else? So whatever, they continued this, Armament's getting the stuff. Armament learned about how everything works here. They also started summoning way more people, went on a few more, they did a mythic level summoning, and they brought in a guy called the Stone Man, whose voice, Callie/KJ hates more than anything. He's a giant statue, and he kind of talks like this all the time. Like, he just can't bear it. He just can't bear how hard things are as a stone man, etc. So whatever. KJ does not care for that. So we had actually an incident where she thought we were going to be doing it, and she muted herself. She muted her speakers and didn't hear what happened for 20 minutes because she thought I was still doing the voice, and I never did the voice at all. So it's contentious. Anywho,
oh no.
So the group, they brought in more of these kind of scary, monstrous creatures. Armament's getting his bearings on things. Frankie, Nova's still staying away. Also, there was a big deal where Frankie asked Armament if he would take her flying, because Armament superpowers do work in this world. So there was we had a real Superman, the first Superman movie moment where he flew her around town, and someone in our chat seems to watch it, I think, every 2 weeks. Because it was a very nice moment. Then the characters basically are continuing on their quest to summon various mythic things. And there are 2 mythic characters that they're trying to get. Well, technically 3, but one is 2 sort of end game characters. One is a super villain from Top Flight called the Final. And Armament, though not interested in the Final, realizing that everything here cannot really harm the students, was open to them looking into this ultimate supervillain named the Final. The other one is, of course, Maisie, this haunted doll, and we now have some Maisie. Sophia sent this as a gift. This is a cross-stitched Maisie. So that's the doll, and it's very, very cool. So
I'm obsessed. Wait, can I see it closer?
I mean, I gotta.
Yeah. So I know. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good.
It's great. So.
Beautiful job, Sophia.
It's amazing. So, the point is, you guys are going after Maisie. Maisie and the Final share a tag that no other sort of summoned creatures have, and they no other creatures close to being summoned have, called deific, meaning they are god, they have the power of a god on some degree. That's going to be important in a moment. So they've been trying to do missions to summon these bigger characters to do it. That leads us to our previous session, in which they summoned a few more characters, including a multiversal therapy creature called the Shergoth. That is a tentacle monster that can put tentacles into your brain and make you all feel happy. It's like a Shuggoth from Lovecraft, except nice, so it's a Shergoth. So anyway, they summoned that. Everyone's like, this is feeling good. But then the group decided to summon a character. Oh, wait, I should also say, because before that happened, a thing with Nova happened. So I actually cut to Nova's room for a little brief, interlude after that, where basically, Frankie and Callie were like, is it weird that, Nova isn't here? Is it bad that, Nova, Like they were like a bit like that. Like Nova says these ghosts should be listening to these ghosts, and Callie's like, I think it's just like Nova talking to ghosts, whatever. But then we cut to Nova's room, and to it as an observer, it almost seemed like there actually was a shape talking to Nova, giving her advice, and that she was helping to transcribe pages. So, a couple weeks after that, the group gather again, and Callie brought a bunch of pages that Nova had transcribed to help out, but they were all related to ghosts and the final. At this point, the crew summoned a ghost cowboy, one of the last pieces to summon the final. His name is Wildorado. And Wildorado might have a very similar voice to the ghost that we heard Nova talking to. Also, unbeknownst to anyone there, Wildorado suddenly, like, the character that was summoned, like, the character was like, I'm gonna get, oh yeah, actually, I guess I can't. But then sort of, like, shifted slightly and was like, interesting, but nobody noticed. Cool. Then they summoned the final, who is this sort of, like, colorless gray, like, god of endings, who appeared. Very frightening. The final said nothing, but the final enhanced a villain team so greatly that basically I believe Frankie had 150 power in that last fight. Was that when you guys the last mission? So having done all of this, the group decided to let's go do one of our attractions. They went to the beach read, where they basically had to bounce their way through a sexy photo shoot. You know, in context, it was worse than it sounds. So as they sort of bounced through that, because they were doing it at the mythic level in order to get one of these things to summon the last person they need to then summon Maisie, they managed to do it super handily. They basically trounced their way through it. It was pretty great, because they not only made it through the photo shoot, but they also killed the evil photographers who were trying to suck people's souls out through their cameras by bringing in hellhounds and distracting them with jackets and dances and blinding them with sunlight in their eyes. So it was a big success. They made it out. That gave them the Bikini Girl magazine swimsuit edition. So all they need now is the Frosty Beer, then they can summon the Fleecy Schemester. But then that Wildorado, this new arrival, sort of paused and kind of pulled back the final and sort of indicated, I am not the character Wildorado right now. I'm the real Wildorado. Apparently this ghost can travel between dimensions now if he has certain kinds of anchors. And he said, and I think I can bring you the other direction. That is where we ended that game. But that is not where we've ended the story. So I will now report on one last beat that I'm going to jump into this because all of you are aware. But I think perhaps we can let's go ahead and say that we're in sort of a sort of soft, we're actually role-playing now. So you all gather. For whatever reason, this week it seems like the elevator didn't open on Wednesday, but there was the little timer indicated it would take a few more days. So you've all come back on Thursday. I'm going to say that Callie and Frankie are present. They are just kind of sort of freaked out by everything going on. And Nova, this is the first time you've been here in a while. You've probably come to the library to interact, but you haven't come on one of the summoning nights. But the ghost that was talking to you has disappeared. You haven't heard another word from that ghost. So I guess whether you felt that needed investigation or you assumed that was the ghost saying all is well, nothing to be afraid of, we'll say that you've come to this as well. You've probably met Dr. Mark Stone. That's the secret identity of Armament. So we won't go through the introductions there. But sort of DJ3, Dr. Mark Stone, Nova, Frankie, Callie, and Harley May are all present. Professor Davies is still in Scotland because of the inquest and legal issues surrounding the disappearance of those students. So kind of Harley is here, and Harley kind of, sort of brings everyone in, and she'll say, oh hi Nova, it's I'm really glad that you're able to join us tonight. I know everyone's missed having you, but I hope this isn't too much of an inconvenience to bring you here. I thought it was kind of important that that you be here for this discussion. So Frankie has informed us of this comic book that has appeared. Has everyone read this yet? DJ3 and Nova would not. Armament certainly would have, and he's looking very grim and serious. Yeah. So we'll say that between... Actually, Harley will start to tell you, but then Frankie will take the comic and explain what actually is going on. Which is that in the most recent pages of a Top Flight comic, the Final returned to that world. And Archetype, Connor's character, deduced that it might have been because in your world you summoned him as a character. That somehow bringing him back as a character there, likely through the machinations of Wildorado, since Connor knows that he would have had to be summoned. Basically, Connor suggested he's here because they were able to summon him. He's deific. That means that, you know, even if he still can't hurt them there, this allowed him a foothold, and now this monster who had not been in the Top Flight world has returned. So they're all very worried about this, of course, in the comic, and he sort of fought them, but then retreated because he wasn't at full power, so they still have a chance to maybe beat him. For reference, the Final is like a Thanos Dark Side level, you know, kind of like you know, death monster god guy. Okay. So, as Frankie sort of finishes walking you guys through this comic, taking plenty of time to show you, like, beautiful art panels, and again, just kind of, like, roll her eyes at how ripped Connor gets to be in this universe. He's, like, so... It's gross. It doesn't even make sense, because he doesn't work out that much. But in that universe, he's, like, it's preposterous. But basically, you know, Frankie kind of wants to know what Armament thinks about this, and Harley is, of course, intrigued by the situation, but she will say to you all, so I have talked to Professor Davies about when Frankie told me about this comic, and he would really love for you all to sort of stop researching anything, even though it does seem that the Final who's here, from what you've said, this Final cannot hurt you. It's just that maybe what you're doing here is affecting other realities, other universes. All I know is this is just so interesting, so I'm just going to keep, you know, just...
They always find new ways to write these characters back in these things. Kill them off, they come back. Kill them off, they come back. Just keeps happening.
You know what?
This is a real place, Doug. This is where I'm from.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is where you're from, people die and come back all the time.
Frankie says, that kind of is true. I mean, like...
Does that, like, ring true to me?
I love this so much. This is what I want you to do. Armament. Oh, this is not your thing, though. I really want you to do a detective vibe. But I'm gonna allow you...
Okay, wait. Okay, so here's... Hang on. I've got a question.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta pull something else up real quick.
But I'm gonna put some of your knowledge onto this as well.
Well, so here's the thing. Because here's the thing. If I can figure out what the fuck I'm doing. If we recall, when we were in the astral plane, I did have a +4 to narrative arc.
You bastard, you did. All right. You did have... We're gonna give you... I'm writing it in right now. I'm gonna give you a +2 to narrative arc, but I would actually like you to use your +2 to narrative arc and your +2 to culture, because this is your culture. So you can roll 6 d8s.
Fantastic.
Oh, we get to do luck too.
Oh, yes. When he finishes that, we all gotta do luck. I forgot. We always forget luck.
Jesus Christ. I'm just going to... That was shitty as hell.
You're back. You should be back to your max, by the way.
Yeah. Literally not a goddamn match. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do then. I'm just gonna spend 3 reroll.
With 6, I think that's the better, yeah.
Okay, yeah, 2 8s and 2 2s. So, let's go with the 8s.
8s. Yes, history, knowledge, secrets. I will say that as you think about it, it is not a for sure thing to you, but there is a weird sense that in your world, like death is definite. I mean, there are most people who die don't come back or anything, but like it has definitely happened plenty of times.
Okay.
Like when Meridian famously died, and then 4 other Meridians showed up to like take her place, and and then they all fought, and then one was a cyborg. This is a Reign of the Supermen reference to anybody who read comics in the 90s. Don't worry about it. So basically, it rings true in a sense.
Okay, so look, be that as it may, that doesn't make people dying any less bad. It doesn't make it any easier.
Well, this one came back.
Sorry, when you say this one, what are you talking about?
He's probably pointing to the final, who's just standing there watching all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because that's again that the character here is a facsimile of what's actually of something else. Like I wouldn't if I had died and you summoned a character and then you had the character of me here, I wouldn't say that you brought me to life. I would say that you're using Tupac hologram technology.
It's not dead, but that's neither here nor there. You'll see.
All right.
I'm just saying we've been doing this for a while. I don't think there's been any other ramifications except for whatever happened in Scotland with the professor.
Look, Doug, just because you can't think past hockey and gambling doesn't mean there aren't ramifications of those things.
We should go back to that. Hey, I thought we were just going to go drink some beer today, Well,
we'll save the beer drinking for later, okay? This is more important than drinking beer.
I think that Callie and let's just imagine Callie and Frankie sort of like voice, they're just standard, well thought out sort of points. Harley will sort of say, am I correct in understanding that one, and she sort of points in the distance to where Wild Dorado is floating. Am I right in understanding that you think there might be something going on with that one as well? Is that what it seemed like Connor was saying? Should we talk to this character and see if it knows anything, or?
Do we know that might tip our hand a little bit? Do we know do we have any, I'm looking around at everyone, do we have any idea if there is any way to unsummon a character?
I think we should try. Bring it the brick.
Frankie will hit you really hard on the arm.
I'm just like posing this to the players, but also like, do we know?
Well, I certainly have no idea, and Frankie and Callie haven't really thought about it yet. But I mean, it's possible. Harley will turn to Nova and just sort of say, Nova, I know I don't know you as well as everyone else, but do you have any thoughts? Do you have any?
I don't think you can do that. Maybe you just lock them up in a room or something.
Well,
a door doesn't prevent interdimensional travel. It's a very
that one is a ghost.
I don't know, like a trap or something. I know ghosts that are trapped in rooms.
That's true. Oh, really? Okay. Well, right. I guess you are the ghost expert. And you did bring in some pages about this Wild Dorado or transcriptions about him in the final, who's also, I guess, sort of a ghost. Is that right? And Frankie and Callie will sort of nod and explain that, the final has the attributes of all of the villains who created him. So the final is a ghost as well as other things. But Harley says, I mean, we can, if you want to sort of work on, returning to sender any of these creatures, I suppose that's absolutely something we could look at. I have no way to do it. I can just sort of think about, I think it says a lot that you're considering it, though.
Wouldn't that be killing them here, though?
They're not alive.
Well, it's an interesting question to raise, I guess.
I mean, aren't we trying to send you back?
I'm not a character. I'm a person.
And my name is
But you
Anakin.
were a character.
I don't know who you are really.
Well, apparently the ghosts that are responsible for this were telling you to stay away. So.
Yeah.
You wanted to go spy on you in your dorm room.
This is all right. Well, I don't know. Dr. Stone, Mark, do you think we should stop? Do you think we should stop summoning any characters at this point? It appears that you're able to bring in. Am I reading this right? And she's kind of flipping through the stack of the transcription pages that you do have transcription pages ready to go. It seems that let's see, you have all the pages you need for Maisie, but you don't have all the requirements. You have all the pages for the Fleecing Schemester, and you need only to find the Frosty Beer. I saw there was a cigar in a very throwbacky kind of just trashy magazine in there. And if you summon the Fleecing Schemester, then you can do something and summon Maisie. But it seems like you're ready to go with summoning Santa Claus? Like actual Santa Claus? Is that who that's
Santa Claus?
And Frankie says, yes, it's Santa Claus. And Callie says, Santa Claus, it's from Top Flight because of
Do I know Santa Claus?
Well, you don't know Santa Claus, but you do know Present, who claimed the whole time that she was an elf from the North Pole, and you went on a multi-dimensional adventure with her. And you do know that a Nutcracker came after you. A Nutcracker purportedly from the North Pole seeking Present.
But I mean, like, is that all I know about Santa Claus in the...
Oh. He makes a list. He checks it twice.
Armament, I would like you to do an analyze roll, and you can add 1 for your magic arcana. So you can do 4 dice. And also everyone roll 4d8s, and we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my luck roll first.
Do your luck first. I forgot about that.
No matches on luck.
Okay. So you're at 3 luck for the day.
But 3 5s on the analyze.
3 5s on an analyze. My goodness. And that's arithmetic. That's just value, basic factors. So you're just evaluating. Is there a Santa Claus? You, Dr. Barkstone, I bet that you suspect that there is some entity who would roughly correlate to Santa Claus, but is probably not purely Santa Claus.
I guess based on the transcription pages we have, can we ascertain like the alignment of this guy?
Alignment is not.
He's Santa.
He's not listed as villain. He is listed as holiday, though. But he is also, to everyone's interest as you sort of look it over, he is listed as being a master mage. And that is a concept that Armament, they have explained to you after the fact. But the others are well familiar with master mage.
Well, from what you've said, this sounds like another thing that is like on a deific level of power, and therefore I'm kind of hesitant to summon anything that's deific level right now.
But it's Santa.
I completely understand that, and Callie will say, but it's Santa. But also, I'm not talking much today, so maybe we should wait to summon Santa. But also, like, seasonally, kind of like, now's the best time to summon Santa,
feel like...
so...
I'm outvoted, but I can't stop you all from doing this.
Nova, do you want to summon Santa Claus today?
Well, he is magical.
Imagine the loot he can bring us.
Yeah, and like, you know, he can bring us cookies.
Callie goes, aren't we supposed to give him and Harley says, well, no, I think Nova's right. On occasion, I have gotten cookies, like, as a present from Santa.
Well, like, he can't eat all the cookies, so, like, he probably has leftovers.
Oh, you mean, like, leftover, like, from houses. That's so interesting, Nova. Thank you so much for saying that. Frankie just rolls her eyes at Harley taking more notes. Frankie has a thing about how Harley takes so many notes. She's probably taking notes of her own at this point.
Santa.
Callie and Frankie will abstain. So if Nova and DJ3 want to do Santa, shall we do Santa? All right. Then I guess So,
Are we in the purple place right now?
you are in the purple place. Sorry, yes. You guys came down. You're having your conversation.
Do we have the ability to change a tire in the purple place?
Ooh, I don't think. I mean, you can change your clothes. I don't know that you can magically change what you're wearing.
No.
Sorry. You can go ask a character for a change. I mean, Elbrand, Mrs. Goddett probably has a change of clothes for you if you need one. But in any case, the bookshelf kind of Santa Claus. So here's the jolly old elf, and I want to point out something kind of interesting about old Saint Nick here. So here we got Santa Claus, but look at Santa Claus is packing a candy cane.
Yeah.
Damn.
Gotta save it,
So the sky doesn't get dark and everything.
The sky does not get dark. The sky, however, fills with snow, and you all hear everything kind of snows out. Oh, so yeah, for mythic characters, a crazy thing happens. The sky sort of grays out, and you guys hear the chinkling of jingle bells. As it kind of begins to snow. It's like you're in a snow globe, and then you hear kind of ho ho ho. And then, suddenly, standing before you is Santa Claus. Santa Claus looks around and says, "Wait a second. Oh, my. Well, now wait, well, I'm not quite sure where I am. Well, hello. Well, let's see. Well, of course, I know who all of you are, but also... Oh. Well, I'm a little confused. I'd better check my list here. He pulls out a list and says, "Oh my, look! Oh dear. This list is writing itself as we speak. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, this is very strange. What is going on here? I know you're Mark Stone. I remember how badly you wanted a train set when you were younger. But I don't, and then the rest
know who
of
any
you,
of those other people are.
Well, it's coming to me as I look at the Nova, Doug, and Frankie and Callie, but you're not from where. Oh dear. Well, this is very strange. All right, well, well, I can perfectly tell the date, and I understand that Christmas was 3 days ago, so I know I'm not late. Well, goodness.
No, we have you are a summoned aspect of yourself. You are not.
Well, I'm always an aspect of myself.
No. Yes.
You're Santa, but not our Santa.
It's purple. I see. We're in the Dreamlands, aren't we?
Yeah.
Whoa. And you've summoned... He sort of looks out at all the other characters behind and is just going, "Oh, there's so many from... Oh dear, I've got... just give me a moment, I have to reconcile a lot of different lists. Don't you worry, I'll make a list with everyone on it. Oh, a lot on the naughty list here. Oh my goodness. Well, that's an evil god.
Is it the same? Are you the different Santas for different realms?
Well, as it happens, yes, it's supposed that you are knowledgeable about multiversal things, being a superhero, and the rest of you seem to be, since we're here. So, okay. Well, suffice it to say, I'm something called a master mage, a multiversal entity, a traveler. I exist in different places as different forms. It's hard to explain, but the point is elements of me are in different places, not
We've
all,
met one of
course,
you before.
You have? Which one? Not him.
Amaterasu? Sun goddess?
Amaterasu, they'll say. Oh,
Yeah.
Amaterasu. Oh, she's one of the older kind. She's a god. The master mages aren't really god. Well, they sort of are gods. They're worshipped as gods. Sometimes they're gods. I'm never a god. I'm just a capitalist. Just a Titan of industry.
Oh, there's another one of those here somewhere too.
Just during military agent goes, please know you, sir. Continues on.
Well, there's the business monster.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, Mr. Fortson Hill. Yeah, I'm not. Of course, I'm a benevolent capitalist. I believe in fair wages and you know.
Anna, do you have cookies?
Oh, of course, yes. I have so many. He opens up a Tupperware of just like random cookies. Hope those aren't too stale, Nova. And Nova, forgive me. I'm trying to so Nova, I'm sorry. It's to put it in terms you might understand. It's sort of I'm having to buffer. I'm downloading some things from the cloud. I'm you come from a world where Santa Claus is more an idea than a person. Occasionally I pop up in malls here or there, but I do know that Nova that when you were a kid you wanted a little stuffed animal of Blinky the ghost from Pac-Man. I remember you asking for that. In any case, and of course
instead they got me Casper.
Oh, and he's a friendly ghost, which I guess is not what you'd want, but I like friendly things. Okay, well, so there's a lot of entities over there, but you're saying they're just characters, is that right? You've channeled a way to bring characters, aspects of versions of people all in one place.
Well, except we believe that one of them might be also the genuine article.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not me if that's what you're insinuating. I can feel that I'm a version, but I'm oh dear, this is well, you need some milk with that. He pulls out like a thermos of milk and hands you some milk, Nova. Sorry, where are my manners? I'm a little flummoxed here. Well, this is very interesting. So you summoned a character of a master mage. But yeah, what other master mages have you summoned? Characters of?
I don't think we have any other master mages. We just
spoken to Amaterasu. Well, that's good. Well, I'd avoid.
Threatened by another.
Ooh, which one were you threatened by?
Zeus?
Oh, yes. Stay away from Zeus. It's always a sort of power grab. Zeus has had other names and other attempts of things, but I wouldn't. Yeah. All right. Well. Be careful with summoning master mages. Although here they're just characters. But you think you accidentally summoned a real creature for here? I mean, because armament, I can tell that you're. Oh, there's two of you here. That's what was. There's an armament. That's just a character, and you're the real armament. You've traveled here, I see. Oh, sorry, I'm behind. I'm catching up here, everyone. Oh.
No, the issue is that apparently there was a character summoned who then was able to be used. I believe, from my understanding, was a conduit for the actual person to come through to our world, this world.
Oh dear. Well, which one?
Is there anything strange popping up on your naughty list?
Well, I mean, you got some very. Ooh. Oh. Whoa. We have a really naughty list forming here. Let's see. We've got. Well, these are Dark Lords. Oh my. Oh. Blood from. These Dreadlands. There is no Santa Claus in Dreadlands, so I don't know these creatures, but I can tell they're on the naughty list. But oh dear. There's
Is there a Krampus there instead?
Oh, don't. Okay, now. Let's not talk about Krampus. Krampus and Belschnickel and there's some complicated. Just let's not get into that right now, okay? Let's see. So those seem pretty bad. There's something called what they called a stone man. Oh dear, I'm seeing him when he's awake. I'm seeing some things he's done. Oh no. And I'm not even talking about the murders right now. Just, oh gosh. Well, alright, that's pretty messed up. And then, let's see. Oh. You have Tatiana Temple, so I know her well from our universe.
I'm sure you do.
And then, of course, there's Narthex and Wildorado and the Final and Baskerville and the Interior Man. Oh, I hate him. Oh, it's creepy. Let's see. Well, yeah, you have some real villains here. So
we got some real peaches too.
One of them did something. Oh, and then at the top of the nice list, who is this? Elbrand. Wow, Elbrand Brunt. I need to see this gentleman. He's a
great guy.
He seems to be the nicest person there's ever been. Whoa! Look, his name is in gold leaf. It's been embossed. Oh my, wait, look, oh my God, look over there. He's helping a little old dreamling across the street. Oh my goodness. He's the nicest droid I've ever met. Oh wow, so kind. Wow, every life day should be as lucky as to have an Elbrand. Well, he's right at the top. Oh, and wait, I can feel what he's asking for, and it's just for everyone else to be okay. Oh my goodness, what a nice guy. Merry Christmas, Elbrand. You're what a kind person. Wow.
He could probably save Christmas if he wanted.
You know, Elbrand is so good that he pretty much balances out this other sheet, let me tell you. All the evil of them, and no one realized Elbrand is so good, it's like, it's all a wash here. And now on the naughty list, there's a guy named Train Sadie Tell who's really jealous of Elbrand. Oh, well. Oh, he's a sleigh driving deadbeat is what he is. Oh dear. Oh no. He's a reindeer sniffing deadbeat dad. Doesn't even visit his kids' planets when he's there on business. Oh no, this Elbrand now. This is the good guy. Oh. Character Armament walks by and goes, "Oh, you guys talking about Elbrand? He's so nice." Hey, Armament. And kind of walks on. Wow. Oh goodness. Well, anyway, but you know what? I can feel that Elbrand thinks very highly of the strain, so we'll move him to the nice list. I'll do it for you, Elbrand. Okay, there we go.
Doug, what were you saying about drinking beer?
Oh, maybe Santa wants to drink with us.
Oh, drinking beer. Well, I occasionally do partake in. To be honest, on a cold night, I like something a little harder than beer. I like some brandy or, whiskey or something myself.
Or like a spiked eggnog.
A delightful spiked
peppermint schnapps.
Peppermint schnapps. Now you're talking. I love to get loaded on a cold winter night. Let Mrs. Claus slip into something unmentionable, if you know what I mean. Good times.
See, you were worried about him, but he's a great guy.
I try to be. Try to be.
But so sorry. There was no one on the naughty list who was nothing that seemed to be a miss outside of the usual naughtiness.
Well, they're not all easy to read, of course, you understand, and I am new here, and some of these things come from places I'm not from. I can tell you with whatever certainty I have that I don't think anyone right now is not a character.
Okay.
I can't speak to previous things, and I will tell you, however, that the final over there, he's very naughty. Look,
so
his name is Cole.
None of them are appearing on the list in the way, or none of them are giving you pause the way that it gave you pause when there was me and character me.
Precisely, no. They're all characters, I can tell. I mean, not to say you're not a real character.
Thank you.
Oh, well, so I'm just kind of here now like them. Is that the idea?
Yes.
Well, this is interesting. I don't know if other me's are going to know about this place or not. I don't have my typical multiversal awareness. I'm accessing it, but it's kind of not linked the way it often is.
Probably for the best right now.
Understood.
Even in terms of keeping this place safe.
Understood. Yes, I get it well. In any case,
if you happen to notice any non-characters like me appear here, would you be able to let us know?
Yes, I can let you know, for sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, in the meantime, I guess hello there. And Wednesday. Wednesday line. She says, "Yes, Father Christmas, hello. Let me orient you this way. Sir, thank you." And she kind of just moves him. And he's like, "Oh, well, there we go. Well, I'll speak to you all later, I'm sure. Enjoy the cookies, Nova." Elbrand, he warms my heart. Are there any elves around here? I need some workers. So as he kind of moves along. I think Harley will just watch after him and go, "That was really Santa Claus, you guys."
Yeah.
But he said,
obviously.
But he said in our world he's just an idea, but in other words he's real. But that sometimes in our world he shows up in the mall. Did you hear him say that?
Of course he's real. How do you think he delivers presents?
Great point, Nova. No.
No, but Nova, specifically, this was the Santa Claus from my world. The variant of him that appears in my world.
Interesting. So, well, they're just like, well, this is. They're kind of like, as they begin to really consider all the implications of this. I don't know. Callie and Frankie are being very quiet. So Santa's here, but Dr. Mark Stone, you are faced with an interesting question. You have seen that summoning a deific character, now granted, it was actually the legendary character Ghost coming in doing what he did, so that's like, there's some other shenanigans there. But you have seen that a deific character seemed to have the ability to get a leg here and show up elsewhere. So that does make you wonder about Maisie. Nevertheless, do you... Give me an analyze roll.
Am I adding anything on top? Any knowledge?
I think to this one, no.
All right.
It's a flat answer.
No matches.
No matches. It's complicated as far as like how Maisie and the final are different, other than the fact that there is a weird thing that they share deific energy based on how they were created, although sometimes things that are deific can kind of spawn up on their own and become bigger, so there's it can be complicated. So I would say that you have no specific concern. I mean, like you probably think like bringing Maisie's bad, but you don't have like you don't have like a. I would imagine Armament would be very hesitant to actually summon Maisie here, but you're not seeing like a clear exact vector of what bad thing that would create or anything.
Yeah, I mean that almost feels worse to me because I'd rather try and have as many. Obviously, you're never gonna have all consequences be foreseen, but you want to try and mitigate the unforeseen ones.
Indeed, I would say that there you do think there could even be consequences in summoning the Fleecing Schemester, although, the fleecing, there have been no consequences. You analyze this specifically. There was nothing about the Stone Man. There's nothing about Tatiana Temple other than just kind of like, position among the characters. And it was a legendary character, Wild Errado, that seemed to cause the trouble with the.
Yeah, I mean, I also I know the Fleecing Schemester. I like, as disgusting as I think the Fleecing Schemester is, I'm like, yeah, this that's a weird guy. Oh, he's like a very weird, powerful guy that sucks. So I'm okay with the Fleecing Schemester.
Well, if you guys want to summon the Fleecing Schemester, despite the crazy stuff going on, you guys could go drink some beers.
Let's go drink some beers, yeah.
Okay.
What are we doing now? We're drinking beer.
Going to go drink some beers.
All right.
So if you guys head over to Die Lecker Garten, so Nova. And now I realize I was really a fool to have not done this ahead of time. Do either of you two have Longivus Mons?
Yeah, I need a respec.
Okay. Sister Mercy, Rawlings Walker, or the Phantom Horse?
I have Sister Mercy, but I
Mons
can
and
take her out.
Walker.
Because that's Nova's build. Nova, we gotta add some stuff to your build here.
Okay,
because you deserve something. So we're gonna take a moment to spreadsheet everyone.
Do you want me to So I will remove Longivus Mons and Walker from my build.
If you can, yes, that would be appreciated.
Um,
Well, I'll just replace it. I can. Yeah, hang on.
are either of you taking Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Because I can
Maybe.
take
I mean,
advantage of his Santa sack.
Okay.
You want to take Santa Claus? Okay.
Well, since I have 17 characters in my head, seems like a good use for that Santa sack.
Well, but I bet the thing about the Santa sack is it's.
I give it to everyone else.
Yeah, you can give it to. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so we're gonna.
Unless someone else wanted it, then I can go back. Just let me know.
Okay. I'm gonna give you Wildorado. You're gonna have a real ghost build here, Nova.
Okay. Yeah, I had Mon, Sister Mercy. Oh, Phantom Horse. Melby.
Yeah, you got the Phantom Horse. So now we're gonna add Wildorado. And that'll be from a thing. So this, everyone, is our typical section where we all just, chat about some nonsense and do some spreadsheeting and oh, and you get what's her face too. You get Lorelei Lush. Ha ha ha. You get another ghost. Yeah, I guess that as you guys are sort of preparing and bringing characters over, we will say that Nova, sort of kind of meets Lorelei Lush. Okay, you meet Lorelei Lush also. She's another ghost. Very sad.
Wow.
She drowned.
She's beautiful.
Oh, she's super beautiful. And in fact, in one of the games that had her, she super seduced someone and then drowned him. And
wow.
She has the power, whenever a being drowns in your presence, recover 3 power, which is upsetting.
Sick.
Go ahead, Dan.
Does anyone does Callie's build have Duchess Contessa right now?
She does. You could use it now and take it out, next time. Or...
Yeah. Okay. I'm...
Okay. +1 LD, so that gives you those. Oh, you already have high vitality, actually. Oh, 2 power for each ghost. Oh my god, that's a lot. So study. Okay. So your study goes to 5. 6. 5. 6. 5. Oh yeah, yours is 6 SD. Okay, so she's pretty serious there. That being said, you got way more room here. I'm just gonna assign you some powerful unassigned person. Let me look through here for does anybody have Lich Queen Visibadiroth?
No.
Or Stasuth?
Nope.
Okay. Let's toss them on for you as well.
Did you want Santa?
I'm okay. That's fine.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. So basically, just so you know, your set here is going to have a Nova. Your set is basically going to be a thing of it's probably not going to even come up during this game, but you're going to have the ability to you just can regain a preposterous amount of power every time you kill someone. So.
Wow.
Not useful here, but it's just you have Lich. You have the Lich Queen Visibadiroth.
Wow.
You have
stunning.
Yeah, you have this is Stasuth, another Lich.
Cute.
And you also have Iravogazity. This is a really ripped lich who stole someone's cool
It's
ripped
ripped.
chest. Yeah, exactly. There you go. So,
He's shredded.
very shredded. Oh, Iravogazity. All right, cool. So, bear with us for just a couple more moments. I think we are.
We're on the sailor right now.
I think KJ does, but you could grab it for today.
Right.
Oh, also, yeah, go ahead.
I just have all performers, so if they're a performer.
The only performer that is not is Sister Mercy. Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so, but all those don't have
I don't think she liked performing with this group anyways.
Probably not, honestly. Yeah. Have a different sort of vibe. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 plus. Okay, so you get to and Nova, you're gonna have a lot more power in this build. So you're on build 2, by the way.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Cool. Okay, there is some more knowledge you should have. That's fine. Okay, cool. So, great. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, well, Nova is ready to go in that case.
Sweet. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm almost ready to go.
Perfect. All right. Cool. So Nova has taken all the liches. Nova is not bringing in the final as well, but Nova is bringing in Wilderado. Nova basically has ghosts and liches and a few other haunted type characters.
Cool.
And there is some good coordination amongst those. And oh no, I did. Oh, I forgot about that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez. Okay. So Nova would have another. All right, Nova would have that much power. My God. Okay. Yeah, you guys have a lot of power in these crazy sets.
Excellent.
Cool.
And there's 32 power in the Santa sack, ready to be had.
Just 32 power that you can give out to other people. Yep. Yes, Nova has the Phantom Horse. Nova has the yeah. Perfect. Okay, cool. Well, so as you guys spend some beautiful spreadsheeting time here, you now approach the Delecker Garden, where there is, we'll say the Gestorian military agent is manning that one today. He says, hello everyone. Nice to see these non-seditious individuals coming up. Oh, look at all these characters behind you. What a motley crew. Were you gonna come on this ride again? I heard you've been here before. You won some beer over there.
Going to the top.
Oh, well, I'm supposed to let you all do that if you want to. Well, have some good, clean fun drinking, which sometimes is illegal where I'm from and sometimes isn't. And all I know is that when it's illegal, you gotta stop anyone from drinking. But when it's legal, don't take away drinking. It's Gestorian. There you go. Yeah, so, the doors open. And as you guys once again enter the beautifully sort of carved wooden space of Die Leckergarten, you've been there before. Only this time, rather than the kind of, rather than the sort of like chill vibe, because like you guys had frightening looking, mugs last time with evil faces and teeth, and I think they even bit you, right?
They tried to.
They tried to bite you. The vibe here seems darker and more serious than it did then. Go ahead.
Can I use compose to change this vibe to make it more encouraging and like the old band playing and people cheering on? And
I completely understand what you're saying. I don't. Are you attempting to summon entities into your thing to be that for you, or you were just wanting because right now I did not, guys, because it's already almost 9. I'm not doing the thing where in your head there's chaos, but obviously in your minds, all your different people are talking to each other. If you were trying to like summon something to do that, you could do that.
It
Otherwise,
was more of using the compose create song to alter reality around you.
Is that the Stone Man's thing?
Yeah.
Oh. So.
Or grabbing some dreamlings to come in and.
Yeah, you could. If you want the Stone Man, you could spend 13 of your power to compose and create. To attempt, you would have to do a compose and create roll, and you could attempt to bring it into a thing, and you get to add all the bonus study dice for every performer. You can summon gargoyles. Yeah, if you want to do that as the opening bid here to change the vibe of this, you can do that. So DJ3, this is the first time you've done this. I now understand. I didn't realize you were pulling out the big gun walking in the door. But
I wanted, like an Oktoberfest fun.
Because right now it is frightening. It is dour. There is a single, kind of like, beer lass in her leather hose and her, her skirt and her, stuff, and she's just standing there with like 3 frightening things. But like the energy is dark, and the mugs are huge and have like teeth and claws of wood, and you can see the teeth and claws like moving. They are these horrible wooden flowered plant creatures. And she says, "This brew is not for the faint of heart." And you can see she has vampire fangs. Her eyebrows are sort of like wheat and flowers and green, and she has kind of like weird little green. She looks intense. Flowers and hair and vines in her, or flowers and vines in her hair. So DJ3, go ahead and make your compose create roll as you try to turn this into more of an Oompa band fun situation. My God. How many bonus study die do you get to this, by the way?
Because I get 1 for each performer.
Yeah. Retro.
I have 12 performers.
Okay, so 12. So you get to add 12.
Sweet.
And that is not subject to the limits.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That being said, like altering reality, you might need 10 of a kind. So like it's a. Depending on how much he's doing. This is a mythic level thing, so he will need a big match. But I think he is about to roll 30 d8s, and if you need to do that online, I'd understand. Meanwhile...
Oh, yeah, that would be much smarter than what I'm doing.
Just writing and noting? Yeah, exactly.
Yes!
No.
Although, do it practical. In the meantime, Nova, in your head, you kind of hear these various ghosts, kind of like Wild Dorado being like, "Wait, y'all are from a purely haunted world? Oh, that sounds fun as hell." And, kind of Lorelei Lush saying, "Oh, no, believe me, it is absolute torture all the time. I can still feel the water entering my lungs." "Oh, I get it. You're one of those tortured ghosts, not a sort of happy-go-lucky murderer for all time like I am." "Oh, well, no, I have definitely committed many murders after I died." "Now that's the spirit, darling." "Yeah, okay. I think I like this. I like this ride. It's fun to be among other. What about y'all? I can feel you liches, you sons of liches." And they're saying, "Oh, yes, we have plenty of power. Well, you should know, though, of the 3 of us, I'm okay. One of us is wonderful, and the other is terrible." "I feel like all 3 of you said some variation on that. This is a complicated situation y'all got." "All right, Nova, darling, whenever you're ready, you just summon that phantom revolver in your head. You can shoot whoever you want. You'll shoot them with a monster straight out of the depths of the beyond. We're gonna have a lot of fun, darling. Don't you worry about that." In your head, Mark Stone, it's the usual, You're used to it.
For
by
the
now.
record, when Mongovis Mons and Walker gone, I added in Mr. Forksendoffer, Duchess Contessa, and the Sailor.
Oh my god, then your mind is chaos. Because Duchess and Mr. Forksendoffer are doing a full-on, cartoon, where Duchess is like, it's so great to be with another tune. Well, it would be better if we were being more productive. Oh, gotta make money. If there's no money, what's the point of anything? Hey, wait, I know whose place this is. Oh, this is weird. DJ3, how are you doing? Is it 31 dice total you're rolling?
No.
Oh, 21 dice. 12 plus 9?
25.
25. There you go.
Because of the plus 4. Lore die, yeah.
There you go. Oh, yes, I see.
I think I got it.
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones.
You have an 8th degree success in 1. You can't change lore die to different. So
I changed one lore die to
one. Lore die to that.
If it makes a difference, I can.
Do you want to spend 5 and change and get a 9th degree?
Yes, I will.
Okay, I think that's a thing worth doing in this case. So you guys watch as DJ3, first thing walking in here, DJ3 begins to like hum a little song, and it's a real beer drinking oompa kind of it feels very like beer hall, but it also has a little bit of a rock and roll energy to it. And he starts singing, and in your head, DJ3, it is the coolest 12 part, just so many different performers all coming together with a 9th degree success. I don't know. You guys have broken this game, so it's just fine. With a 9th degree success, you begin to sing, and sure enough, all around you, I'm gonna keep it on theme for the Stone Man leading this, but they'll sort of, and because Dr. Mark Stone doesn't have the knowledge of it being bad, so suddenly, amidst the wood and sort of plant motif of Die Leckergärten, stone gargoyles appear, wearing lederhosen, and they're just pounding on the tables in support of you guys along to this song. And Dr. Mark Stone, the energy of this, you're a superhero, you don't need a crowd, but you can feel the crowd is moving up to meet you. And it kind of feels like, you know what, it's time for you to drink really hard. You're liking the vibe. They're all sort of singing. It becomes brighter in the place. You can hear music. Some of the gargoyles are playing, tubas and accordions and electric guitars, because all my gargoyles do. So it's turning into a real musical number. It's pumping you up. You're gonna get some benefits from that in the actual doing of it, but just the mood outside of everything else has changed. So
that's better.
Yeah, there you go. You know what? That's I think that.
Got my lederhosen on now. I'm ready.
All right. So, you know the drill. You are going to have to do 3 rounds of drinking and appreciating this brew. It can be split up among different people. So, basically, she just kind of she just sets the brew down and says, "Are you all drinking or only one of you?"
I'll drink.
Very well. Try to appreciate the flavor. Someone like you never could.
Doug, you drinking?
You know it.
Okay. So Nova, if you wanted to, you could attempt to drink. Your vitality is not bad for the things you would need to do for this. But if you wanted to try to use some of your other abilities, you could instead do that. If you wanted to kind of cover them in other ways, I would totally allow that. I'd have to sort of think about which of your abilities. Obviously, this is not a martial one, so like I said, we're kind of building you this murder build that isn't super beneficial here. But say if you wanted to, actually,
I'm gonna say will. Maybe
you could do a will-based thing, but I'd also say, oh, you know what? Because of what, if you wanted to piggyback on what DJ3 is doing, if you look at Stassuth, she's in sort of your secondary section down there. I'd actually let you use Will up on top of this. You can spend a bunch of power to summon skeletons who could support the gargoyles and just further make this easy on Dr. Mark Stone, if you wanted to.
Sure, why not?
So with that, would you like to summon, you want to summon 15 skeletons?
Yeah.
Okay,
Does she
cool.
need power for this?
She needs power for this, yes.
Can I gift her some?
Sure, you want to give her some power? How much power you want to give her? It's 3 power per skeleton.
How many skeleton you doing?
She was going to summon 15.
Okay. Have 12 power.
There you go.
Whoa. Okay.
So she'll summon...
Happy holidays.
Perfect. There we go.
Wow.
So, okay, so cool. So yeah, you'll kind of just use a ton of power. So suddenly, amidst these gargoyles, Mark Stone, are 20, or 15, just like, skeletons who appear. And Nova, would you please give me, do an intimidate roll, actually. Get your skeletons in line. So what you're going to do there is you're going to roll a total of 6 d8s, and one of them you can change for free after rolling.
Okay.
Oh man, this is gonna be, you're really gonna you guys are gonna have a crowd on your side here. Very fun.
Three threes.
3 threes. With a 3rd degree success, I'll say, since they are your own skeletons, you can kind of like marshal them into sort of being a little more aggressive in this. In addition, your skeletons can fight, so if at any point you want them to attack anything in this room, you can tell them, and then 20 skeletons will attack it. So in what has effectively now become home turf for you. So the barmaid, at first she was looking like, what are you doing? Now she's kind of looking scared. She sets the brews down in front of Mark and DJ3 and says, then drink and see if you can appreciate it. So, Dr. Mark Stone and DJ3, because of the mood being changed, I am lowering the degree of success you need. You only have to succeed at this at the legendary level.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah.
What are we rolling, endurance or what?
You will need to, for each time, you'll need to do both endurance and taste. So let's do your endurance rolls first as you guys pick these up and begin to drink this incredibly thick, intense brew. Nova, if you want to drink it too, you can. It just might knock you out. But because you have Ire of Vorgosity, you kind of like, you can just keep going even if you have conditions. So even if it like takes you out, you could just keep drinking if you want.
The more the merrier.
Or you can say like...
When you say legendary level, do we know what degree of success that requires?
You do. The mythic requires a 6th degree, right? That's what we did last time. I think
it was 5th, right?
It was only 5th? Then you only need 4th.
Or 6th. I don't remember.
I think it was 6th. So you need a 5th degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to change my lore die to a 2, and then I'm going to spend 5 power to change another one to a 2, so I have 5 2s.
Understood. So Dr. Workstone, you drink, you're fine. DJ3, you're trying to drink for this first time.
I'm rolling. I
Yeah.
used some power to get up to 10.
Okay. Oh, up to 10 dice. Perfect. So basically the two of them are just pounding these brews like crazy. Perfect.
What do I got here? What did you get, Dr. Stone?
I have
5?
5 2s.
5 2s.
He got to the
All
5
right.
2s. He got 5 2s. Pretty good.
I got 3 8s and 3 7s.
Are you going to change those, or are you just going to let that go and that you kind of like kind
No.
of cough and set it down?
No,
for this first round?
we'll use some power to.
Can you do you have a lore die in that roll or no?
I have 1, and I used that, and
Alright.
I'll use 5 power to give myself a 4th 8.
Understood. So basically, despite the stuff, this is like the strongest brew they make. This is the craziest thing. So Markstone, you keep going. DJ3, you're kind of like you're coughing it up a little bit. You can feel the sort of like spikes and tendrils and thorns of this thing are, you know, digging into your face and hand, and it's pretty unpleasant. Could you both make a taste roll though?
All right, changing the lore die, so I have 5 7s.
5 7s, using that lore die. Didn't even need to spend power to get to 5. Dr. Markstone, you're kind of like, well, if I have to drink like a hero.
I mean, I'm rolling 10, and one's a lore die, so.
Yeah, no, you're. So basically, you're just kind of there like, if I have to drink, I'll drink like a hero. You pound it back, and you are, despite like scratches on your face and like your stomach kind of aching, you do set it down, and you have succeeded at this first round without trouble.
Oh man, we're just burning the power here.
That's what it's for.
5 5s.
5 5. So I will say that so both of you succeed at the drinking part, or at the tasting it. Like, even though you haven't finished it, you've both succeeded at that. But you are not done yet. I need another round of endurance.
I'm changing the lore die and spending 5 power for 5 7s again.
Perfect. In the meantime, Nova, would you give me a look roll? That is, you get to roll 6 dice total and change 1 after the fact. All right, so you got to 5? You got to 5th degree, Dr. Markstone?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You want me to do my taste as well, or?
Go ahead and do the taste as well. These are both taste. These are both whatever. Yeah.
God, rolling 10 dice at a time is so much fun.
It's so fun, guys. It feels so good. Nova, what did you get for your look?
3 5s.
3 5s. Okay, great. So, and 5 is very good because it's about just like evaluating it. So Nova, this is going on. You see them drinking, but Nova, you're noticing that like beer maid who came out, who brought them the steins, she's like looking kind of nervous about this, and you notice that for the 2 remaining steins that she's about to slide over, she's like messing with like a ring on her hand, and she's moving her hand in the direction of those, as if she's maybe going to put something into them, something extra.
I'll go over.
Okay. She kind of what do you want? You're not drinking, so get out of the drinking arena. It's for staff only. I don't care how many spectators you bring. And kind of the skeletons, as she's talking to you, are just all leering in at her while still pounding on the tables and, you know, singing along with the gargoyles. What do you want? Get out of here. You're not permitted back here.
Well, it's just like, what type of beers are those?
These are the finest brews, only for the most potent and resilient individuals. They would kill lesser beings. So far, I am impressed that these 2 are not already dead.
Okay, carry on.
All right.
I'm just gonna like walk back.
Just kind of watching her. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you? So Dr. Markstone, you got to 5th degree success both times there.
Yeah.
5 3s.
5 3s on which one? Endurance.
Oh, endurance.
Okay. What about the
I
taste?
I forgot about it, to be honest.
Understood.
I got caught up with what Nova was doing.
It's fine. So as you sort of reach for the taste, Nova's watching. This woman sees this. She's kind of waiting to see if, because there's this look on the face as Dr. Markstone slams his beer down for the second time. This time those claws like going crazy trying to get him, but he just takes it, just drinks it and puts it down. And he has this smile on his face of like, I do appreciate how good that is. You got to 5
5 1s.
Okay. both of you now, you have succeeded at the taste portion of this. You guys have both appreciated between your first round, even though you didn't finish it. It is clear that you two have done that. So you guys know that you've done the taste. All you need to do to get out of here is to succeed at one more endurance.
Okay.
So this time just chug it. You reckless abandon it. You don't even have to taste it. You guys know what it tastes like. You're just.
I'll throw 10 power your way too, Mark Stone.
Dr. Mark Stone, you have 10 extra power from Santa Claus that you can use. Nova.
Is that called? So, it's a question. Is this regaining power?
Yeah, it counts as regained power. You're boom.
Okay, so then that activates my Margaret Circle. Whenever I regain power, all allies of my choice within 60 feet regain 1 additional power. And so basically we all gain 2 because I also have an active staff. Or if anyone has active staff or guest, they gain an additional 2 instead of 1.
Oh, that's Nova will get an extra 1 as well then because she has Walker. Nice. So as
I
this
have a guest.
You have a guest? Ellibog?
Ellibog.
Perfect.
Ellibog,
Yeah, so everyone is. So basically, as you're doing this, but Nova, you see that, so like she's about to bring, so you guys technically aren't rolling yet. Go ahead and do your roll as you're kind of preparing for this. But Nova, you see that as she picks it up, she is attempting to put something into that. If you would like to stop her by force, either by commanding skeletons or by drawing the phantom revolver or doing any other thing, you may do so if you want to prevent her from poisoning their drinks.
I'll have the skeletons come step in.
All right, that's a nice one because let's see, 20 skeletons. Yeah, they just get so. All right, tell you what, Nova, roll a just throw a I'm trying to think of a fun one. Throw an analyze on. You got 4 SD of analyze as you're trying to give them their best thing. Would you like to spend some extra power to give yourself more dice on this roll, or you just want to do the 4?
Sure.
Cool.
I'll do 2 more dice.
Sounds good. All right. So yeah, roll 6 dice. So basically, this is like we're in this thing of like, did she stop the poisoning in time by sicking her skeletons?
Great.
Yeah. Awesome. Man, I love Santa Claus. Santa Claus is really nice.
Given.
And I'm packing, motherfuckers. Gonna pull my cane on.
3 ones.
I will say that with 3 ones and the fact that there are 20 skeletons, you kind of give them a good bit of coordination. So just as she's reaching forward, skeletons like mob her. She's like, "What are you doing?" The skeletons begin sort of pushing her about. And specifically, like, one little bony hand manages to move her hand away. The other skeletons slide the drinks over to the guys and are then, like, right there at the table. I mean, it's terrifying for both of you as these just, like, dead, lifeless, like, and, you know, meanwhile, the, like, you know, oh, Deliba Agostina, you know, like these gargoyles just like, ha, 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 kind of, but it's in your favor. How did you both do at your endurance rolls? As you grab these final drinks. Mark Stone, how'd you do?
6 sevens.
With 6 sevens, 5 sevens, you guys just with a massive thing. You both like you can describe how you want to. These things are slashing at your faces, but you're just like not even caring, you know. And as you both finish these steins, tell you what, bonus nonsense thing. Both of you, please give me Both of you give me it's like a lift roll, basically. I want you to slam down your steins when you finish them.
All right.
Same. 4 ones.
4 ones.
4 8s.
With 4 8s, I'm going to give it to you guys on 4s here, because they were empty. You both slam these steins down and just, like, shatter them. Like, just destroy the wooden stuff. And with that, the ride ends on a triumphant song being played by all your allies.
Fill it up again.
It's like broken. Oh, she's been ripped. She's like, even though she's a vampire, she's being ripped apart by like skeletons. With this, the ride ends. The 3 of you and all your characters outside. The performers are still singing that song, but now they're like, you know, like they're putting like a Corella Billy spin on it, or you know, like Ellie Bog's giving it to whatever. Yeah. So the 3 of you are out there. The Gestorian military agent says, ladies and gentlemen, this is a day you can all be proud of. You did something impressive. Though it might have been in a way of vice, some would say. At other time periods, you just did what any good red-blooded historian would do. Gray-blooded, from when we didn't have color. The point is, he opens up the case and hands to you the final thing you've required. You've all earned this. And he hands to you the frosty beer. I got it, says TJ.
I'm gonna start drinking it.
If you drink the frosty beer, it is nice and crisp and cool, but there's something very weird about the frosty beer. You drink it, and you put it down, and it's still full.
Just keep going. I have 5 power left.
Fair enough. You can just as DJ3 do an endurance roll to see how long you drink it. No problem.
Let's see. What does DJ3 got here?
Just as your own self. But you guys have done it. So, if you would like to, we could end with one last summoning if you guys would like to.
Yeah, let's get him in here.
Understood.
3 5s.
3 5s. With 3 5s, I'll say that you last a while. Like, you last like a pretty good thing, but eventually you are and it like sloshes, but it's still full. So Harley is there and she'll say, well, this is wild what you guys do in here. So you're gonna summon another character tonight?
Yeah, I know this one.
Oh, you know this one. Okay, good. She seems clearly very relieved
weird
to hear that.
And he's weird and gross and not. He might make some of you.
He probably thinks you're weird and gross.
Uncomfortable.
Callie's like, oh, well, that'll be a new thing because none of the others make me uncomfortable.
I mean, Frankie will probably the best to tell you about just how crass he is, but at the very least, he's mostly self-interested and not gonna do anything too nefarious.
Okay. Harley's like, I'm so interested. So, you guys can gather together. The smoky cigar? What's the term for the thing on him?
The smooth cigar, the Bikini Girl Magazine Expedition, and Frosty Beer.
Perfect. You bring the smooth cigar, the frosty beer, the Bikini Magazine Swimsuit Edition, most redundant title of all time. And as you guys gather them all, you have all those pages. Harley hands them over. And if you're ready to hit smash, you
smash it.
Hold on, wait. I should have done this first. There we go. There he is.
Look at him.
Hey!
There we go.
So basically, suddenly the world sort of turns not really dark, but just kind of like smoky, and you smell beer, and you can it's like you hear like a TV playing, and there is this sort of figure, and then you hear a voice go,
all right, let's finally have some fun.
And that is when, yes, this tiny little kind of weird goblin-like thing wearing a jean jacket appears before you all.
Is he like a puppet?
He looks very much like a Muppet. Yes, he looks very much, the phrase I always use is he looks like a Henson Creature Shop feature level creature. Think something from like Labyrinth, It's like he's slimy, he's reflective in the light, but he just appears and he's like,
whoa, hey everybody. Well, looks like I got dragged some new place. Plenty of talent here though, so I'm not complaining. Ladies, gentlemen. Oh, hey. Wait a minute. Is that my beer?
Good to see you again.
Oh.
That's my beer. That's my beer now.
Pretty sure it's mine. But
That's
enjoy it.
I'm holding it. Yeah.
Enjoy it. It's not going anywhere.
It doesn't go down.
I got another. Yeah, I know. It's a frosty beer.
Yeah, another one?
Of that. That's also my cigar. Oh, hey, my mag. Oh, look at her. Oh, man. What a blessed man would be to see someone like that. How's it going, Armament?
You know you're not the real you, right?
Well,
he looks down his pants.
Okay, carry on. Explain further.
We summoned you here.
Here would be where?
Wednesday says, allow me to give you an orientation.
Oh, hey, darling, you can give me anything you want. Even crabs. What, so, she'll kind of start saying stuff. He's like, I got it. So I'm a fictional character. Is that the idea? Sounds good.
Yeah.
You know what's great about being fictional?
You're going to say what you do doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, no consequences, baby. Not that I ever had any at first. Oh, damn it, though. Look at all that magic over there. God, I hate magic. It's so dumb.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, magic's the worst. Well, hey, look at all my friends. Hey, look at them. That's crazy. All the guys I watch on TV. Wait a minute. Am I one of them here? I'm one of those dreadlords. I'm that me.
Yeah.
I'm not the...
Yes.
Well, Well, alright, that's fine. So, what'd you bring me here for? Just to dick around a little? He looks at Nova with her kind of light hair and he says, "Hey, Silver Fox, how's it going?" It's going bad. You ain't known me long enough, darling. Don't worry.
I warned you all.
For you soon.
I warned you all.
Oh, you warned them about me? About my
I
charms?
said you'd be. Yeah. I warned them just how charming you were going to be.
Yeah. Apologies, ladies. Try to restrain yourselves.
Can we send him back?
Oh, you want to send me back?
Yeah, maybe.
They got your order wrong? Sorry, dear.
We wanted to bring the doll to life.
Oh, Maisie?
Yeah, she's my favorite.
Wait, really? You guys are crazier than I am.
She's really cute.
We are not going to do that right now.
Yeah, well, damn. I mean, even a character, Maisie, that sounds like it could be a dangerous liaison.
Yeah, listen, I mean, you remember the final, right?
Yep, sure. Stole all the power because they stole the power. God,
right,
who's a fucking idiot? I'm just gonna say it. Dustin Howell.
Howell.
He's so dumb. I love cigars. Oh, hey! Look,
so I'm the real, I'm the real me. I'm, like, there's a character me here, but I'm the real me.
Whoa, I'm seeing double. Yeah, okay, gotcha. So you're, you're armament.
I'm armament.
So you're just doing an experiment where you summon yourself and a bunch of other characters from your story and others.
No, I got Rocky Jumper sent me here. But that's not the point.
I like Rocky Jumper. That guy's all right.
Well, there's one thing we agree on. Well, two things. Because Dustin Howell is also an idiot.
Hey, I like you.
Do you know what happened in our world since because you're not there anymore, right?
Nope, Maisie tricked me, and I bought it hook, line, and sinker. Sinker, I hardly know her.
All right. Well,
what happened in your world? Anything fun?
Well, apparently, since the final was summoned here, someone was able to bring it back to our world.
Oh.
In some capacity.
That sounds like if you do that to Maisie, might be the same situation.
That's what I'm concerned about and why
Wait,
I don't think we're...
So can you bring me back to that world and get me out of the scary movie trap? It's been fun, but, like, I'm tired of it.
I don't know.
Oh. Well, damn.
You live in a scary movie.
I mean, the problem is also Dustin Howell is trapped in the astral plane right now. He never had the...
Huh? Yeah, no, all the details.
We went back in time, and Synth Devil redid the timeline, and so he was never the Captain Eldritch.
Oh, man. I have real mixed feelings about that. It's real mixed nuts, if you know what I mean. Because boy, do I hate...
What do you know about Synth Devil?
Oh,
I say this, I want to make sure Synth Devil's not... Like, the Synth Devil character's not around. But...
Oh, look at that idiot over there. Well, here's the thing. I don't like Synth Devil very much on account of, fuck him. He hates me, I hate him. He's a little familiar. I'm unfamiliar. Arcane abomination. Tried and true.
Right.
Pure quality, premium brand. But, ooh, I do hate Dustin Howell, and so does Synth Devil, so that's kind of funny that he did that.
Do you know Quag?
My cousin Quag, I do indeed.
Well,
you know Quag.
We read about her a long time ago when we first started this thing.
In a galaxy far, far away?
But not that far. Just a galaxy far away.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, look, some of her space people. Yep. Oh, I get it. Wait, never mind. I see what's going on here. Don't worry about it. What about Wenha? You know Wenha?
Who?
Never mind.
Is that another arcane abomination?
In a sense.
Did we,
Are you and Quag related, like, in the tradition, like you say your cousin, like, in the actual technical cousin sense, or, like, in that you are all from the same type of thing?
The term cousin is being used somewhat colloquially. We are related in a sense, but not, we might have hatched from similar eggs, if you take my meaning.
Yeah.
If we hatch from eggs at all, I'm not sure. Most of us just come into the world fully formed. Hey, can I have one of those cookies? He'll ask Nova.
Santa's around, you might as well ask him.
Santa Claus? Holy shit.
Yeah.
I better bring
Yeah,
him
he has like a lot of leftover cookies, but you can't have mine.
out. Wow. You don't like me very much, do you, darling?
No, you just got here and you're already rude.
Oh. Well. Fair enough. Well, good luck with whatever you're doing. I hear there's a voluptuous pool over there. I can hear it. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, it's the one I remember that one. Oh, look, it's you. Oh, man. He kind of just like starts slapping all of you on the leg like, oh, you horny little monsters. After my own heart. Look, you brought in the sexy AM/FM radio alarm girl. I remember her. She was real hot.
I forgot about her.
She was real hot. I liked her. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool you guys did that, now that I say it. She goes flying out of my hands, but there she is.
I forgot about her.
She's the best. So basically he will wander away after giving like DJ3 one more like, hey, you old horn dog. Kind of walk away.
I'm just gonna hold the beer away.
Oh, yeah, whatever, it's fine. You gotta leave it here sometime.
I'm taking it with me.
I guess he will pause it. He'll say some weird stuff to Callie and Frankie, but he like doesn't get like super like he doesn't say like super gross things to people who he's not, like there's plenty of people in his world who like to be, who like that chatting, but he'll just say some like vaguely weird things to them, and then to Nova as he passes, he's like, well, sorry, I'm not to your liking. What are you into anyway?
Don't worry about it.
If I had $1 for every time I heard that, I'd, I don't have an end to this sentence. Just Muppet walk away. Do.
Is that our first Muppet?
That is your first puppet, I believe, yes. I think it is. So is he kind of you like his little cigar?
Yeah.
I had to cut the end off so it looks all chewed on. Because I didn't have a short rod. I only had long. Anyway, so as you guys, as this happens and you sort of consider this, you do realize that now you have the capability of summoning Maisie. You must merely complete one battle called the Ritual of the Pearl. And then you can bring Maisie. Whether or not you're going to, that is another question. I think, however, that is where we're going to end tonight's game. But great work, everyone. Thank you so much for playing. Felicia, it was so wonderful having you back. This was delightful.
Happy to be back, finally.
Wonderful times.
Schedules permitting.
Schedules permitting, exactly. Speaking of schedules, and I'm saying this to these players for the first time, so this is all whatever. So, like, next week, theoretically, we could do another Lost Lore Academia. Because we are done with the other ones. So, like, we might do a few more of these. We might do one next week and the week after, kind of as we sort of bring this portion of the story to a close and figure stuff out. So, bear with us on that. But we have a game tomorrow night. A game of what? A game of Maisie. Ooh. Maisie will be, well, I don't think Maisie will be in the game, but if she is, boy, would that be exciting aboard the Dreadland Express. Join us for a Blood from a Stone tomorrow night. Where we sort of maybe get some new passengers aboard the Dreadland Express while we still investigate the murder that happened there. We have no game this Sunday or Monday because of the New Year's Eve and day holidays. But then, a week from today, a week from when, 6 days from now, next Wednesday, we'll have something, not exactly sure what that'll be yet. And then on the Friday after that, Blood from a Stone again, and then the subsequent weekend we'll be back with Strange Lore and Theme Party on Monday. So follow us for all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching. You can go to our Discord to interact with us, go to our YouTube to watch old episodes, and go to our wiki. Go to the wiki to read about the stuff. I heard they were saying they've got like even more things figured out on the wiki and more like there's more and more of the shows are getting the recaps on them. So it's really cool. Check those out. Thank you so much. Follow these wonderful players on their social medias if they have them, and don't follow them on their social medias if they haven't posted them publicly. That would be weird. Would anyone like to plug any things or projects or stuff
first, let's see. I'd like to thank Galanor and Saber for resubscribing. That's 19 months now.
That's so many months. That's like a kid who can talk. Say something.
Can sometimes talk, yeah.
Yeah.
At least making noises for sure, and can walk, right? They can walk at that
Typically.
point.
I mean, I didn't walk until I was 3. Because crawling was just so fun.
I didn't walk until I was 7, so just kidding.
I crawled so fast by the time I was 3.
I was tricycling everywhere.
Just on a...
I was doing trike mode.
Love it.
Uncle Almost cheered 100 bits. Thank you for that. Samus Hunter resubscribed. That's 4 months. We did have a hype train. I cheered 200 bits, so thank you to me.
Thank you to you.
Galanor and Saber gifted a sub, so thank you, Galanor and Saber. I cheered 200 more bits, so thank you again to me.
Golly.
That was great. Then Galanor and Saber gifted another sub, so thank you for that, Galanor and Saber. And that's all the action we had tonight.
Well, thank you so much for all that action, guys. It's much appreciated. We're really glad to be back here. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for everything. And hey, way to summon 2 mythic characters tonight, guys. That's kind of a big deal.
Combo!
Santa Claus and the Fleecing Schemester, the match made in heaven, as I always say.
I want to see them hanging out together.
They will, I'm sure. All right. Well, give me one of those cigars, Fleecing Schemester. You're on the naughty list, but boy, do you have good smokes. Well, thank you all for watching. Until next time, class is dismissed.